everyone, this is a World Exposure. On his Twitter account, the sex addict John Mayer is now apologizing for using the N-word during an interview he had with Playboy magazine in the March issue. I guess he thought it was justified because he claims that black people love him. He says in that interview that someone asked him what it was like to have a hood pass. He told the interviewer that if you really had a hood pass, you would be allowed to call it a nigger pass. And that he couldn't have had a hood pass because he hasn't yet walked into a restaurant, asked for a table, where he was told they were full. Now, while bragging in the interview about the dozens and dozens of women that he slept with, and his relationships with Jennifer Anderson and Jessica Simpson, whom he called a sexual napalm, by the way, he said that he never had the desire to sleep with a black woman. In vulgar detail, I guess he was trying to be funny, he claims that his sexual member is like the white supremacist David Duke. Now, trying to diffuse all the uproar he's created, he's made an announcement on his Twitter account by saying, "I'm sorry that I used the word, and it's such a shame that I did, because the point I was trying to make was in the exact opposite spirit of the word itself. It was arrogant of me to think I could intellectualize using it because I realized there's no intellectualizing a word that is so emotionally charged. And while I'm using today for looking at myself under harsh light, I think it's time to stop trying to be so raw in interviews. I wanted to be a blues guitar player and a singer and a songwriter, not a shock jock. And I don't have the stomach for it. Again, because I don't want anyone to think I'm equivocating, I should have never said the word, and I will never say it again." And at a concert in Nashville, Tennessee on Wednesday, alluding to the African American band members, he stated, "I think it's important to know that everybody on this stage is here not because they condone what I say in any given interview, and certainly not the interview that has arisen today. They're on this stage because they support myself as a possible future grown-up. Maybe they see something that I haven't looked at in a while. So maybe I need to take a break from trying to be clever and just spend a little time looking at what they see. Because they've done an unbelievable thing tonight just by being on the stage tonight." So then, is Mayer now using the black members of his band to show that some black people are still accepting him after what he said, and that others should too? Could he have just said it to keep from losing them? Or maybe he actually feels that they've done a very courageous thing by sticking with him. What do you think? Mayer also said at the concert that he has fallen into a wormhole of selfishness, greed, and arrogance. And I think that's what happens with most famous people that say things that are sexist or racist. It's not because they are directly sexist or racist, but because they are narcissists. And narcissism can be worse, in my opinion, because it carries the symptoms of being sexist, racist, and a complete jerk towards their fans, loved ones, and others. No one in their right mind would think that they could say something like John Mayer did, and then think that they would be able to get away with it. Only narcissists are so full of themselves that they think that any of their words, actions, or behavior is always acceptable to others or always sustainable to criticism. They don't think before they speak or act, and when the backlash is so overwhelming, they then apologize.